No, because you got me. Now I'm interested more than I was. Because like I'm like, oh, now it's interesting. Yeah, because like this is more of like a puzzle to solve, and I like puzzles.
Well, and that's the thing.
Yeah, because her training is fine. Like she's doing all of her commands. Well, for the most part, but she's just
confusing. Is just
not recalling in the woods and then in the house, like jumping over furniture to get to people. But you're not sure exactly what she's going to do. We're going to find out today.
Right.
I'm going to put bike gloves on and find out.
So my cousin came to stay with us over the holiday, and it took her literally 2 days before she was,
before she was chill with him.
Before she wouldn't, just bark and growl and carry on.
Did it at least like lessen in severity over the like it was gradual? Yeah.
And so the other deal of it was when my cousin came down, he actually went and to the same breeder that I went to and bought a puppy. So he came back with the puppy.
And then she was distracted with the puppy?
She turned into like Mama.
Mama, yeah, okay.
Which was...
Yeah, well, how old is Lucy now?
She is a year and a half.
Holy crap. Did she get bigger since she came home? Because I haven't seen her.
Yeah, she's about 80 pounds.
Okay, yeah. So she probably gained 20 pounds since I last saw her. Dang. But she probably gonna be like, who are you? She's not gonna care about me at all. And that's why I'm here. I'm here today because like the park stuff. I'm glad Christian at least got to see that. Did you guys get to address it at all, or like other than like to him addressing it there on the spot where he like corrected it, or?
Yeah, I mean basically that was the.
Was that the last session before this one, or? No, that might have been 2 or 3 sessions ago. I could check the calendar, but it might have been a few sessions ago.
Yeah, I think that was a couple sessions ago.
Yeah.
Because the last session was here.
Right. Okay.
And that's when, like I said, I walked him down.
You guys did the wood stuff, and
walked around the woods.
She told me that she was recalling to him.
Yes.
Yeah. He had to correct.
Yeah.
And like be stern.
He was able to see where
you might be having the issue where she's running off. Yeah.
Right, because it was like, and I asked before, is like when we do Let's Go, it's like she'll start going further and further and further, and then after a certain point she's just like,
you say let's go, yeah, she's like, I don't give a fuck anymore. Yeah.
Hey,
exactly,
you're way the hell over there.
Yeah, and so you say let's go again, and she doesn't let's go. Yeah, okay. But like
like I said, if she sees
if it's not that, will she recall more generally? Like if it's just normal stuff, she's recalling.
I mean, I'll
so she knows the word still. She hasn't forgotten.
No.
Yeah. She's just blowing you off because that's more interesting.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Because like I'll come out here and I'll play with the ball with her or whatnot, and I'll toss the ball and and she'll stop and chew on it, whatnot, and I'll call her and she'll come running back over and drop it, and
She's probably scared the shit out of some people at the park. Because she's big, and if she like freaks out like that, because like reactivity from like a dog that's like 5 pounds or 10 pounds or even like smaller, like 20, 25 pound dogs, I know everybody's just like, oh, get your dog, like, oh, or sometimes they'll be like, oh, what a cute puppy, but they see an 80 plus pound Cane Corso going at another dog or a person, and they're like,
yeah, now I'm the
scared. Yeah. Get your dog under control. Yeah. Yeah. That actually happened to me a few weeks ago. I took one of our dogs out, a Rottweiler, about 85 pounds. It was a male, like a full-grown, like 3-year-old adult male Rottweiler. I was taking him to the vet, and I was in the parking lot, and he was reacting really weirdly to people. Like he had never done that before, not to people. He had reacted to dogs when we first like got him, and like had like some redirection issues where he'd come at the handler because of it. But we had like mostly fixed it and everything like that. But I hadn't taken him out in a while because he's just one of our dogs, so he just chills at the house.
Right.
So he's not doing anything. So I don't have to do anything with him or correct him or anything. This is the first time I had taken him out in months to go like anywhere specific. And he redirected on me, and I couldn't work for like 3 days because I had never been bit in the torso before by a dog, but he actually like sunk his teeth into my side, up under my armpit twice. I got away from him and then like got him back under control a little bit, but he was like all amped up for like 2 hours. I don't know what happened with him. It sounds like Lucy's stuff is not quite that severe, but like it was crazy. But it is scary.
Tried to attack me.
I had somebody tell me like, get your dog under control, and then they saw me get like attacked by the dog, and then they saw my trainer hat, and they were like, oh, they're like, are you working with that dog right now? And they're like, we're so sorry. Like, we like keep doing what you're doing. Like, like you'll get through it. You'll get through it. And I was like, yeah, I'm like, it's all good. But I wasn't like talkative at that moment. Yeah. But it was kind of funny because like their whole like thing flipped because they were like, oh, he got attacked by a dog he's training. Holy crap. Yeah. Which it's never happened like that before. I mean, I've been bit lots of times, but normally I have gear on because I'm expecting it.
Yeah.
But I just had no reason to expect
it. She's never really attacked me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all scratched
up.
Yeah,
she jumps on you probably.
Because she'll come running, I'll walk in the gate and she'll come charging.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Yeah, bully breeds do that a lot. They'll like full on like body check you. Yeah. I've been body checked so many. I get body checked like at least a few times a week by some dog or another.
Yeah.
It's normally like a Malinois or like a bully mix or something like that. Yeah. They normally check me because they're just sprint and they just don't know what they're doing and they just hit me.
Yeah.
But
I know I'm getting close, but hey,
boom, stop. Just yeah. But okay, well, here's what I think I want to do because there's 3 separate issues, but they're all kind of related. I think about training in like philosophically in like a series of categories, right? So say like in a board and train program, there's 6 things that I kind of want to have happen. The first thing is I want to evaluate the dog. So I need evaluation, right? Part of that's talking to people and part of that's seeing it. Knowing that Christian's seen it makes it easier for me because like, and no offense, I talk to an owner, I don't know.
Right.
For sure. Like because like they don't always notice all the same stuff. It's kind of like whatever your profession is, fair. If like, you were asking me like interview questions to try to figure out a problem that you deal with all the time. And like, I don't know what to look for. So I might be telling you a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't, like I saw it wrong or like it is irrelevant or something like that. So,
well, and that's why I try to,
but knowing Christian's come and he told me what he saw,
and that's why,
that makes things easier.
I wanted him to be here because it's like, okay, so now you're seeing what she's doing.
I'm not crazy. I'm not being a crazy client.
She just kind of walks off and it's like you tell her to come and she's just like,
I'm not doing it. I see. Yeah. So
I've watched some YouTube videos and I see people that are like, well, if your Corso is between 1 and 2, that's considered their teenage years,
right? And
so they will start.
And here's the thing, like, so what? Like, think that might be true. However, that doesn't mean it's like if you have a teenager. It's like if you have a teenager that's like an actual like a human.
Yeah.
You don't go, they're a teenager. Like they're just gonna do like wild stuff and like just let them do it and like nothing happens. Like no consequences. Like, ooh, that's a bad idea. Like, no, you gotta like do something about that, right?
And that's why it's like I don't want to wrongly
right, you want to do it correctly. No, so like the first thing is like, okay, evaluation, and then after that you establish cooperation of some kind. But I think cooperation's already here, right? You guys do stuff together all the time, take her places, have fun with her, probably sleeps on the couch with you or on the floor or whatever.
Something that
you guys hang out. Do you guys play ball?
Yeah.
Okay, so she'll play fetch with you, she'll bring it back and have fun. Okay. She plays tug at all with you, or
she plays tug.
Yeah.
She'll play with the ball. She loves her frisbee.
Yeah.
I mean, loves her frisbee to the point where, she's
because like when I was with her,
like
she would play
possessive.
She would play ball. She didn't play tug with me at first, but she'd play ball. But so if she loves frisbee, she loves ball. She would play tug some. Then it's like, okay, you guys already established cooperation within the games. And then, socialization, fulfillment, a lot of that stuff's already happening. Socialization's not quite what people always think it is, but just like having the dog around in areas.
I was going to say, when I load her up in the truck, I mean, I'll open the door, I'll tell her to load up, and a lot of times she'll sit there and be like, no.
Okay.
So I'll take the leash.
Yeah.
And, the end that I have, and just kind of loop it on itself and just kind of put it over her neck.
You just make a makeshift slip lead.
Right.
Yeah.
Just put it over her neck. I don't have to pull on it or whatnot. It goes over her neck and she's like, oh shit.
And then she gets in it.
And she'll just get up.
Okay.
It's like, okay. I don't know, why I have to do that every time. But,
right. Yeah.
But when I get to a park or whatnot and I try to get her out, she's like,
she doesn't want to get out? Oh, she puts brakes on? Okay.
Don't want to get out.
That's interesting.
It's like, okay, well, we'll put the thing around your neck again. Yeah. And she's like, nope. So, I mean, I have to literally
you have to force her out of the truck
and grab her butt and kind of...
And like shove her out. Okay.
Shove her out.
Yeah, well, because she's strong. Yeah. Okay. That's good to know because and then because the other ones are you get evaluation, cooperation, socialization, fulfillment, but then the last one, the fifth one, is I think that this is probably where the problem is actually is authority, and like authority doesn't have to be like harsh or like crazy or like it's not like whatever people think of as like toxic masculinity or like something like that. It's not like you don't have to be like
you just have to
crazy
know
drill sergeant. You can just be like their buddy, but they have to know like there has to be a level of authority where you like tell them like, hey, like knock it off.
I'm the big dog in the house. You're
not. Essentially, like you just have to have some authority over them where they're compliant when you need them to be, and that's it. And I think that's probably the only place that's like missing right now. That's the main problem.
Again, the thing that worries me right now is the recall because, like I said, does she come back eventually, or does she like take off and like you have to like go find her in the truck or something? I got to go find her.
Okay. Yeah, that is worrisome.
The other day, there was a deer, and it was on the other side of my neighbor's fence.
Yeah.
We were walking up. Of course, she goes ape shit, and I get her back under control. The deer runs. Like, whew.
Is it deer specifically or any animal?
Well, really, it's anything.
Anything, okay.
But then, as luck would have it, the freaking deer jumps over the low part of the fence onto my side of the damn fence. And then she lost her shit, and away she went. And at that point, I was using the beeper on her collar, just
to figure out where she was at. I've done that with the light before. Because a lot of them have light, like mine has a light. So okay.
Yeah, but she was across.
She was
the
way
road
off. Yeah,
into the woods over there, and it's like, obviously don't want her to get hit.
Yeah. So, we have three things. We're going to be able to work with two of them today.
Okay.
Because the reactivity one we're going to have to do somewhere, or at least have a dog available at least.
Well,
ideally.
I've got Henry available.
Will she go off at that or?
Well, as luck would have it, my neighbor was trying to catch a raccoon, and instead
caught a dog.
He caught a squirrel. And the trap is like 6 feet away from the fence, so every time I walk by, like I walked by at lunch and I noticed that the squirrel was in there, and of course, Lucy was just like.
Oh, okay. So that's reactivity.
Squirrel!
Yeah, and so then the recall's a problem there, but also the reactivity kind of bundled together. Yeah. So, and then
like I said,
when you did the one in the woods with Christian, did you do it? Did you have a leash on her or no?
I forget whether we did or didn't. I don't think we did.
Okay.
I think he had me take.
Have you used a Flexi with her, like the Flexi leash? Will she recall from the end of the Flexi just fine? Even if there's like something she's chasing, or no? No. Okay, that's good to know, because that makes things a little easier, because then we can make it non-optional.
I went and bought a 50-foot lead.
Yeah.
So that
I use the same. I got one from Tractor. I get them from Tractor Supply.
Grab it if needed.
Yeah. Okay, so then I think what we could do is, we'll have to do it in this order just so that we can get both, because we only got one shot of the defense one. Right? Most likely. Will she go off if somebody just comes to the door? Like somebody knocks?
If somebody knocks on the door, yes.
Okay, that's perfect. So what we're going to do is...
I said, ring the doorbell. Both of the dogs will lose their mind.
That's perfect. And does she feed off the other dog, or does it matter if he's...
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it matters if they're there. Because if it didn't matter, I would say put the other dog up. But if it does matter, then don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have they ever shown anything towards each other?
They will play. They will play, and he's a golden doodle.
It's probably goofy as hell.
Exactly. He's a lover. He loves everybody. If you read the text, the neighbor's son-in-law had his dogs out, like a lab and a doodle, and they were off leash. He was with his daughter walking, and it just happened to be at the same time I was walking. Luckily, I had both of them on leash, since I had both of them. But Lucy, she saw him, hair comes up, you know, she's lunging, you know. Henry, on the other hand, he's jumping up and down like, hey,
Yay!
Somebody to play with.
Yeah.
You know, which,
but it just adds to the whole energy of the thing.
Right. He's jumping up and she's just like, oh shit. You know.
Yeah. Like, look at it. Whoa. Yeah. Okay. You know. All right. So then what we'll do is, I'll have you put that on her.
Okay.
And then, because what I want to be able to do is just make sure that like the timing and everything else is correct. And I can do that from,
right.
It's like half a mile or something, so I can see. And then I'll come up to the door and ring the doorbell, and then I might even like look in the window or something like that. And then I will come in, but I want to be able to I want to see what happens if I correct first.
Okay.
Because it's either that or I come in with gloves on and check to see if she's going to actually do anything, which would be useful. But at least from last time that I've worked with her, has Christian ever just let her come up to him? But she likes Christian, so it doesn't work.
Yeah, when he comes up,
yeah,
she'll bark for a little bit, and then once she realizes who he is, she's like, "Oh, yeah, I know you."
Would you rather? I'll give you a choice because like either one would be fine. Would you rather know what she's going to do and just let her come and see if she like tries to actually bite me or something like that, or would you rather just correct it?
Like I said, I
does it matter to you? Like, do you need to know? Is it important to you?
As long as I know that she will stop.
Then okay, because like she'll bite the sleeve. I know that.
Yeah.
Or she's bitten like the suit. But I don't know if she, like, and that's indicative of that in like an emergency situation she would. But the question is whether or not she's taking this as an emergency situation or not.
Right.
Right. So, I don't have the best gloves for the situation, but I mean, at worst I just get bruised on my hands or something like that. Yeah, it just bruised my hands.
I mean, I play with her, and I'll sit there and rough her up a little bit, and get her to and she's clamped down on my hand a couple times, and I know that she didn't.
No, she's not trying to hurt you. Yeah,
but she's clamped down hard enough to like.
Oh yeah, ow, yeah. I mean, I've been bruised through these gloves before. It was a lab husky mix, like 100 pounds. Yeah. That was like a month and a half ago. Like he bruised my whole hand up through the glove. But yeah, it might be good to know because if I correct her first, then we won't see what she's actually going to do. If I do that first, then the correction won't be quite as she'll get to do the thing. So they're not perfectly compatible with each other, if that makes sense, like the two options.
Right.
So we kind of have to choose what we want to do with today. Do we want to just correct it, or do we want to find out if she'd actually like bite me, if she's charged up enough to do that?
If that is useful information for your troubleshooting, then let's do that.
Okay.
If it's just best to,
just correct it.
Just to correct it, and know that, or get her to know that
because really
not acceptable to
Yeah, because really the whole long and short of it is like doing like protection with her. You want her to actually bite, right? If the scenario calls for it. Only if, right?
Yeah.
Only if.
Right.
But she needs to be able to distinguish between those two things.
Right.
So realistically, like, we don't want to correct that.
Right.
So it wouldn't be bad if she actually did. The bad part would be that she didn't out.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So
and like I said,
so
right
diagnostically, now, it could mess up the protection part if I just let her do it.
Okay.
Is what I'm thinking potentially. Because I don't care either way, but I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I think it might be best to just correct it, but have you do an out. So what I'll have you do is I'll have you put that on.
Okay.
And then I'll have you out. If she goes ballistic, I'll have you out her. And if she doesn't listen to the out, you guys use nope, right?
Yes.
Okay, nope. Yeah. Then just hit her with like a really stern nope. And I'll choose when to tap the e-collar.
Okay.
And I'll probably do it on a relatively high level. Have she ever redirected to the other dog?
No.
No. Okay. Then it should be fine. I'll probably do it on a relatively high level, so she might react to it. We'll see. I don't know.
I know that
because she don't care about the. She told me she doesn't care
got,
at all. Yeah, about the e-collar.
I mean, I had it at like 75.
Yeah.
You know, because Christian's like, oh well, you know, put it up to 50. And it's
Yeah.
like, I put it on 50, and you know, she didn't give a shit. He's like, crank it up to 75. I was like, I put it on 75. She didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, I could see that she was like.
Have you ever turned it all the way up?
No.
Okay. Because like I normally wouldn't do this, but in this instance, it makes sense to me, in terms of what she like the kind of stuff she's doing. I might just start with it up.
Okay.
And the reason is because the way that there's a study they did on like rats, and they did a study where they started out with it like, let's just like, I'll use this isn't what they used, but I'll use dog training terms, right? Like say like you started this out on like a 40, and that was like the first introduction for the dog. After you kind of like tested to see how high they felt, like 5, 10, 15, 20, and you just did a little tap with no context, not to correct. And then like you corrected at a 40, and they felt it obviously, and they were like, whoa, and it was like a lot, and they were like, whoa. And if you do it with a 40 again a few times, then the 40 is actually too much, and you normally have sensitized them and you have to go down.
Okay.
Because otherwise it's like they're like overreacting to it, right? However, in the study with the rats, that was true, and then the opposite was also true. If you start low and you build up really gradually, and you're using it, and you build up really gradually over time, and then you end up getting to a point where like how the level that you have to put it at for it to be effective is like 3 times higher than what it would have been if you started out.
Right, because they kind of like build a tolerance.
Yeah, they're like, I can do that. I can like, I don't care about that. I can handle that. I can handle that. I can handle that. And you're just building it up. It's like boiling a frog almost. Like it's like, and then all of a sudden it's like boiling hot water, and they're just like, and then like finally they react to it.
Yeah.
But you're having to like use it really high. Yeah. So what the reason that well,
like I said, the one time
wanting
I had
to do it
at
that
75, way, you know, I hit it and I could see her neck.
Yeah.
So I was like, I know you felt it.
I know you felt it, but she still went through it. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to see, I want to just put it up and see if we can sensitize her to it again.
Okay.
Where she goes, holy crap, that was not good.
Right.
Because we're not getting that reaction at all.
Right.
From any of the levels that you've turned it up to. And we need that reaction, just like even just one time can make an effect where they're like, well, I don't want to deal with that again. Because if you can get that, then you can reestablish sensitization to the e-collar, and then you're not going to keep it like say like at 99. Right. You're not going to be walking around with your dog and you're like, well, I use 99 every time because, you know, like what it should do is sensitize her, and then you end up having like 30 or 40 or something like that, or 50 or whatever her like range should be at will work, because it got sensitized, and it got paired with the thing that you said. Yeah. So that thing takes on the same meaning, and it becomes, instead of it meaning 30, it means 100, right? And hopefully she cares about that. That's what we're going to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you put that on her, let me just press the tone button. Yep, it's working. I'll just be out here. I won't come all the way up to the door for a second. Okay. I'll just wait for a second, and then I'll come up to the door and ring the bell, and you just be ready to do that. And what kind of leash do you have for her in there? That you're gonna put on her?
What do you want me to do? I got a regular. I've got the Flexi. I've got obviously the nylon 50-footer.
Which one does she care about? She just doesn't care no matter what leash she's on? Okay. Yeah, because I just don't want it to affect it. I want her to do the full thing. Yeah. Maybe. Just leave her off it. Okay. Yeah, just leave her off of it in the house for now, and let's try it that way. Okay. I think that's fine. Okay. Yeah.
And you want to go to the front door?
What's the one with like which one does she react more to, and which one is bigger?
Well, well, that's the bigger area.
Okay, we'll use that one.
Off the living room. But whichever door if you ring the doorbell, it rings the same bell. And
okay, we'll use the front one then.
They both go off.
That sounds good.